gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense that has the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship.
It's complete! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. Trying to power it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Running inside. It's Wilson. Got it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where did I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wilson. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They'll run for it. Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
The Aggies are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1 yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bring in the heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's McCray. Got it in the middle, it's Shabara. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside, it's Morris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. Looking for space. It's Morris. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the counter. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Off the RPO, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Warren. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper runs through a tackle.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback
Turning it on! He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Trying to run, it's Baker. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Reads it, fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's McCray. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Tackled there by the defense.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal, time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
LSU right back to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Connor. Oh, he's got some space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the well. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Volunteers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
LSU's head coach told me at the half they have found some positives here during this three-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's McCray. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will give them the lead.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance in the 2-point. An attempt fails.
That keeps the score. LSU 19, Texas A&M 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Runs through the tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's McCray. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quick completion on the out route. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He'll take a shot. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by yards for the touchdown on that one. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing. Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Warren. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The run inside. It's Connor. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air. It's McCray. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25, and the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Finds his man in the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's McCray. Snagged in the middle, it's Cunningham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Brown again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Got his man on the outside, and the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Normally, I would say...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Gonna look downfield again. Uncorks it. Right on the money. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back and...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This guy is such a competitor, man. He knows his team is down, and they're on the road. They're dealing with the crowd noise. They're dealing with this pass rush. It's late in the game. He's got to make something happen, and he does right there on 4th down. Nothing open. He's able to take off and go get it. He's trying everything that he can do to will his team back into this game.
Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. As we check in with Holly.
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting out.
Might have a chance. He's at the 20. Touchdown, LSU! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The AT unit on the field. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Armstrong. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Crosses the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll throw on third down. Dances away to buy time. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.